there is something that's happening when it comes to the private transport operations in Bengaluru. Now, the private transport operators in Bengaluru did go for a strike and they tried to enforce it across the city. It is also being said that in certain places it did turn out to be violent. It is being said that in areas where the protesters were in fact moving, they had went ahead and pelted stones in certain areas. Some instances of stone pelting were also reported in connection to that particular strike. Most of them in fact went to the Majestic area as well, and the protesters are said to be members of 32 private transport unions, and they have all held a protest, especially in and around certain important areas of Bengaluru. Some of them also moved to Freedom Park to stage their protest. Well, these are visuals coming in from Freedom Park, where the private transporters have gone ahead and asked for their demands to be met. Most of them also come from auto unions. One of the interesting demands that were put forward, and the government has in fact rejected it at the moment, is that some of the auto drivers in the area demanded for a rupees 10,000 grant a month. Now, the government said that there's already an attempt to give them healthcare and benefits of healthcare, and therefore it wouldn't be possible to go ahead and give a grant, and therefore there was some kind of a mid ground in which they decided that they wouldn't press for this particular demand. However, there was also a big demand from the transporters asking them to withdraw the Shakti scheme. Now, what is the Shakti scheme? The Shakti scheme was one of the promises that was made by the Congress government, that is to give free transport to the women of the state, and they had implemented the Shakti scheme. Most of these private transport owners are asking for the Shakti scheme to be withdrawn, as they have seen a falling footfall when it comes to women using transport services, especially private transport services, and therefore they have in fact raised this particular aspect as well. The government has rejected that demand because it is a flagship program that they have put in place, so that has also become quite a thorn. Meanwhile, Ramalinga Reddy had spoken to the protesters, and he had in fact said that some of them can be met. They've also asked issues on life tax for their vehicles right now, which is being paid for vehicles that are up to 15 lakhs. They said they wanted to be extended to vehicles above 15 lakhs as well. Well, it is being said that particular demand has also been rejected by the government, and still negotiations have been going on, but some kind of fruitful settlement coming in, with most of them in fact deciding that they will call off the strike as such. And the host of demands in fact coming in from the private operators and transport operators. One of them have also asked whether an aggregator app could be put in place that would be run by the government. Now, let's in fact listen to what Ramalinga Reddy, the Transport Minister of Karnataka, had to say after meeting with the protesters.
Transport union, they have called for Bandh, but government has taken all initiatives, and more than 500 buses are running. Around 4,000 trips will be there from airport to Bangalore, or Bangalore to airport, in railway station, near hospitals, and schools, colleges. Our officers know where buses are needed. They have planned, and since last night they are in field. The union is demanding 10,000 per month per head. It costs about 4,400 crores for auto drivers, and for buses around 1,000 crores. 5,005 crores we need for this. And some issues, there are 4 issues which are in court, High Court and Supreme Court. And the rest other things which I can solve, and what I have taken action, that I have given to all the press people 3-4 days back.